Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. Hey Sophia, thanks for that penguin. This is Bosa the bird. Both of you, good morning, brother. Abab, good morning. RS, RS, good morning, brother. Ah, market, oh, market, oh, market. What a nice market. How are you all? I hope everyone is cool. Please let me know if you can hear me. Good morning, FL Trader. FL Trader 007, James Bond 007. Loud and clear. Thank you, RS. Guys, please try to join to that poll. Would love to see how many people are looking for bullishness today. Some of you are looking for bearishness, and if you don't have any bias, just vote on the no bias area. I hear you. Thank you, Sophia. Good morning, Ishfaq. Rajkumari, how are you, brother? You are missing, brother. Hey, Jan. Good evening, brother. Ishfaq, morning, brother. Akshay, what is your bias, brother? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. News today, right? We don't have any news today. We don't have any news, right? I mean, we have a news that's a medium impact news, and I really don't care about that. Like, instead of that, we don't have anything. Now, earning is going to happen tomorrow around after 4 p.m. So I think we don't have anything. 200 point stop loss on top and sell positional. 200 point stop loss on top and sell positional. Okay, 200 handle stop loss. That's cool, brother. That's a nice idea. Overall, this market can maximum go 200, 250 handle, right? So you will put your stop loss around 200 handle and then take the sell. Wow, that's awesome, brother. Let's go for that. Yeah, we feel like we are the swing trader. Swing trader. However, this is the weekly chart. This is the weekly candle so far. Today is Tuesday. From the weekly chart, it's extremely bullish. So I'm not interested to see the bullishness, but it's extremely bullish. However, I'm expecting this market will come here from the weekly or daily chart, at least over here. This is minus 1.5 standard deviation, but not like that way. Like it closed here, gap up here, then keep going higher. Not like that way. I need some manipulation actually before reaching over there, but we'll see. Weekly chart is still telling me I'm bullish, so my overall weekly bias or the monthly bias is that line. Not bearishness, not thinking about fall, nothing, just here. It doesn't mean that in a daily chart or below the daily chart I have to look for the buy. We have a lot of other price action from lower time frame. We have to work on that. We'll do that. Let's go for the daily chart. This is the daily chart. Market opened here, closed here. Today's candle so far, indecisive candle, nothing important around this area. I have a huge volume imbalance over here, which is a real liquidity void. Daily chart, this is the target as well. Today is Tuesday, so Tuesday has a job. Tuesday is called the manipulation day. That means if market can take Monday high, then it go for the Monday low. That is a overall narrative for Tuesday, which is a manipulation day. So here this high has taken over here one time, but I would love to go for the when I'll go to the lower time frame, I'll talk about this a bit. But still, I'm not thinking that the manipulation is done already. I'll talk about that when I'll be in 50-minute chart. But right now, from the daily chart, all I'm interested to see after clearing the Monday high, it will go toward the Monday low. It doesn't need to take the Monday low, but it will go toward that Monday low. That is all my expectation right now. Overall, this candle is indecisive. It can keep going higher for this line. I will not be interested to think about the buy in this top area. That means, so when this market is to this extremely premium area, I'm not interested to look for any kind of buy happen to my, because this is the premium area, so I'm not interested to look for the buy around this premium zone. Like yesterday market was keep going higher, I'm not interested to catch that run, because every single time it's premium. If I would love to take a buy, I need to see this market fall a bit here, then I can look for a buy. But from here to the top of the moment, I don't want to take any kind of buy. If this market is keep going higher, I have to let this go. At the same time, I really appreciate those people who would love to take the buy in this premium area. I really appreciate it, this, to be honest. From the 4 hour chart, yeah, to be honest, nothing yet. Mm, we'll wait to see if it can fall a bit more, at least until this bullish fair value gap from the 4 hour chart, and then if it would love to go higher. At the same time, as I told you, like yesterday's high will be taken, and then I will look for the yesterday's low, which is Monday low. I will look for that. Hourly chart, when I'm in hourly chart, I would love to go to the regular trading hour. So in regular trading hour, this is the high from yesterday. I'm going back to the electronic trading hour right now. Where is that high? Yeah. Okay, actually this high and the New York midnight open are around the same level. So around 9:30, if market is above this high, that means the Monday high has taken. Okay, but around 9:30 or before 9:30, if this market, okay, before 9:30, if this market go below this line, which is here, then I will wait to see this market go one more time above this line, and then it will fall. But if it open here around 9:30, if it opened here above this line, that means market has cleared Monday high. I will start to look for Monday low. Wherever the Monday low is, I will look for that Monday low. It doesn't need to take that Monday low, but I'll look for that area. That means my bias will be bearish. So I'll just wait to see how this market is going to open around 9:30. If like this candle come here around 9:30, then I'll first look for the buy, then I'll look for the sell. If it open here above this line, then I'll keep looking for the selling opportunity. Again, I can be absolutely wrong. This market can keep going higher, keep going higher, keep going higher. Every single time it will go higher. I'll try to find out any kind of selling opportunity. If there is any selling opportunity, I'll go for that. Otherwise, I'm not interested to buy in this huge premium area. I'm not interested to take the buy around this area. Yesterday, what market has done, market made believe those people who are actually chaser, market would love to chase the market. Whoever love to chase the market, you'll understand this if you see over here. Gap up, market open, I mean went higher, right? Just gap up, market went higher. Then next day, market gap down here, then fall a lot. Like open here, fall a lot, then went higher again. That means all the gap has been filled by this area. Again, gap up, fall, gap up, fall. Again, gap up, market went higher. There was no gap, but just market after the open 9:30, market keep falling. So whenever it do that, gap up and keep going higher, the next time it actually fall. So that those people who are using this concept that if the market gap up, it will go higher. Gap up, went higher. Gap up, went higher. So this market should fall now. At the same time, I have this huge volume imbalance here, huge volume imbalance there. More interested to see these people, I mean this market will work with this whole zone. I'm not interested to see it will actually gap up today as well and then keep going higher. I'm not interested to see that. Whoever would love to take the buy, please go for that. I'm more interested to see this market will work at least until the 50% of this gap by today. Okay, like it will go toward that area. It doesn't mean that it has to come here, but I'm more excited to see if it can go toward that opening gap from yesterday. That is my expectation. From 15-minute chart, all you can see, market has a lot of sell side liquidity. First of all, I have this sell side liquidity around here, which I'm going to use as a obvious liquidity. Here, this is the sell side liquidity. I have this sell side liquidity around this area. I have some sell side liquidity here, relatively equal lows there. I have some sell side liquidity here. I have a lot of sell side liquidity there. I'm more interested to see this market will go toward that sell side liquidity around 9:30. If it actually stay here, then I'll keep looking for the selling opportunity. If it keep going higher, I'll let this go. I'm not interested to take the buy. Whoever is interested to take the buy, please go for that. I repeat one more time, if your bias is bullish, if you would love to take the buy, go for that. I'm not interested to take the buy in this whole premium area. Even if my bias is wrong, even if this market will keep going higher, even if it come here, I don't give a shit. I'm not interested to take the buy when this market is extremely premium. Even if I would love to take a buy, first it has to fall, then it will go higher. I don't have any problem. That means first it has to take some liquidity, then it will go higher. Okay, maybe we'll be able to, I will be able to frame a buy over there. But without manipulation, I'm not interested to chase the market. I will not chase the market. If you would love to chase, please go for that. I'm not interested to use this 50-minute chart for this longer time frame. The reason is you can see it's really too messy price action over here. That's why I'd love to go to the hourly chart, which is same like kind of messy price action, lot of bull candle and a lot of weak. And if you come here on 4-hour chart, you'll be see that when this market starts from here, this is the starting of this market. I have the first fair value gap here, which I called the last fair value gap. This is the entry fair value gap. Market came to this entry gap, then rejected from there. I want to see this low will be taken. This market will trade this bullish fair value gap, even if it would love to keep going higher. So even if it is a bullish market, first it I am interested to see it will come here, take that low, trade this bullish fair gap or the last fair gap, then it will go higher, or maybe it will keep falling. We'll take the decision after reaching over here, but until it is not reaching here, I'm not interested to look for buy or sell. I mean from here, okay, but from there I'm more interested to see look for the sell for this bullish fair gap or the last fair gap from the 4-hour chart. Again, why 4-hour chart? The reason is hourly chart and 15-minute chart is too messy over there. I'm not interested to use those type of messy price action to use my uh, PDRA or like point of interest because they are the messy. From on minute chart, that was the oh, it's raining, heavy raining. Let me actually go to the London session first. So on my right hand side, you can see this the London, I mean 15-minute chart, and this low has been created around 4 a.m. New York local time, and there is a high over here which has been created around 2:30, which has built relatively equal highs. I'm so sorry guys, I told that I'll do the London session today, but I was sleeping. I was too tired, so I was sleeping. I was not able to come here. However, that was the relatively equal highs around this area. So I have seen that some of you has marked this bullish fair value gap as your inverse gap. I think it was Ahabab, if I'm not wrong. He has marked this one, and then he framed the sell here by putting your stop loss over there. Now, if you'd love to take the sell from that area, there is nothing wrong. It's absolutely right. Okay, so when this candle closed below this gap, you are you are good to go to take the sell depending on that liquidity making session. But you have to put a stop loss above that high, which has built the relatively equal highs. I can accept maximum 15 handle, so which is like here 15 handle, but as you see that I just need one more handle to cover that high, just one more handle. So I prefer to put the stop loss by taking one and to take one handle to take more risk over here. Same target 1:1, or maybe like here that should be the target, or you can take a partial around this area and then you can hold your trade as long as you want if you want. Okay, that should be the trade, but where you put your stop loss, I think here somewhere, I don't remember where did you put the stop loss. Here somewhere, that is the problem, brother. You have to you always have to think about covering the high or the liquidity area. You always have to think like that way, and then I think you have framed another sell around this area. I'm not happy to see that because it's kind of forcing the market. If you fail to take this trade, you can't take a re-entry around this area. You can't do that. You have to believe in this area. Okay, you have to do that. I mean, There's no other opportunities. You have to do that. However, uh, it has provided you kind of 26 handle something like that from this gap. That was the first entry opportunity from the London session. Maybe you can close your trade exactly around 1:1, which is 1650 2 tick, 1600 and 2 tick. At the same time, I also told you that in London session, until it is not going to build both buy side and sell side, it is valid. So it has built the buy side liquidity, then it come back again here, made the sell side liquidity. Now look over here, when it came exactly around this low, around here, okay, there was no buying opportunity. This is the first time it came here around this low. There was no buying opportunity, and finally, and this market has built the buying opportunity from this gap. Here this is the gap, and extend it to your right. You can see here is a big volume imbalance over here. I'm really so confused about this type of volume imbalance. uh, I really don't know, should I make this type of volume imbalance, should I add them to my PDRs or not, because I'm not good at volume imbalance, to be honest. Okay, I'm not good at that. So it is really little confusing to me. I'm not saying that this is really so beautiful setup or something like that. Like this one, that is so beautiful. But if I compare that setup with this one, I'm a bit confused. Okay, I wouldn't go for this trade, to be honest. But according to the logic, when this market came here and built the sell side liquidity, and it has been, I mean, it has built as an inverse gap by that specific candle. Next candle has given you the entry. Same logic over here as well. Entry over here, stop loss just below that low, just below that low. Okay, as you can see, it's 7 handle 3 tick. I prefer to put it a bit lower, as it is like very small stop loss, so just take a bit more risk over here. It is just 9 handle. Okay, so here when I tried to frame the sell, I had to take 16 handle stop loss. If I try to frame the sell buy here, I have to put just 9 handle stop loss. Target is always same, 15 handle, at least the partial, 15 handle at least the partial, and then you can hold your trade as long as you want. And as you can see, this market actually is now here around this area. I don't have any problem for holding the trade after taking the most obvious partial and put the stop loss to the break even. This should be the stop loss. If you can't cover the stop loss, I mean, you want to make sure that your stop loss is much more smaller, then you have to move your entry point. You have to move your entry point. You would love to take the entry here, and then you would love to make sure, like, put your stop loss over there to make it smaller. No, it's not acceptable. You have to cover the low. Now you can do this type of things, of course you can do this type of things as well, but it depends on the situation. Like when you will see that if you take the entry here, and if you'd love to try to put your stop loss over there, it's gonna be like 30 handle. Okay, in that type of situation you can take a risk to minimize the stop loss, because you are not able to put your stop loss over here. Or if it is like 30 handle, then you try to take your refined entry, something like that. But when you are seeing this is just 15 handle, 16 handle, like 8 handle, 9 handle, you should not make it much more smaller. Why you are doing that? If you try to put the stop loss 3 handle, are you going to take the partial around 3 handle? You will never do that. You will hold your trade until 15 handle. So why you are being miser for putting your stop loss in the most logical level when it is going to show you like 7 handle 3 tick? I'm not saying this to Ahabab, I'm saying to all of you guys. Okay, so think, uh how to say, I mean, logically, it's logical, right? You are not allowed to take a partial around 3 handle, 5 handle, 6 handle, but you don't want to take a 7 handle, 8 handle loss. Now how you will trade, brother? You have to give the, you have to respect the loss. Okay, you have to respect it. By the way, that was the London session. I have seen this to set up around this London session. If I come to the 7 a.m., around the 7 a.m., because I saw that Kuba was maybe looking for that 7 a.m. Guys, I always keep saying that don't force the market. If it didn't provide you the entry, just don't go for the trade. Simple. Okay, so this is that candle when, which came actually inside the 6:30 to 7 a.m. This is the candle. Now these candles cleared maybe some buy side liquidity. Okay, some buy side liquidity this high and that high. They are the relatively equal highs that has been cleared by here, by there. It is not valid to me. I'm not seeing this market has cleared the liquidity. So I don't have any relatively equal highs. At the same time, you can see this high and that high. They are the relatively equal highs on my left hand side. So I'd love to mark that relatively equal highs so that you can understand the fact. This relatively equal highs has been cleared here. I don't care about that. I always look for the relatively equal highs before 7. Sorry, no, before 6:30. I mean around 6:30. So this 6:30 candle, if it can clear that line, I'm good to go for the sell. There is nothing wrong with that. At the same time, I'll look for the sell side liquidity. If I have any sell side liquidity, I'll look for that sell side liquidity. Now, as you can see, market never falls, so I don't need to mark the sell side liquidity as the market never falls. Market came 6:30 to 6:59. It neither it take the buy side liquidity, neither it take the sell side liquidity. But brother, it has cleared that low. It has cleared that low. I don't care. All I need relatively equal highs, relatively equal lows. It has to be relatively equal highs, relatively equal lows. It didn't do anything in between 6:30 to 6:59. When it didn't do that, I will wait for the 7 to 7:30, which is here, 7:30. Okay, whatever liquidity has been built by before 7, whatever liquidity has been built before 7, I would love to look for the liquidity should be taken first and the opposite displacement. Now as you can see here, when this market came inside the 7, first what it has done, it went higher, fall, didn't clear any liquidity, and finally it has cleared the buy side liquidity. Okay, it never cleared the sell side liquidity, never. Relatively equal lows, never been cleared. It has cleared the buy side liquidity. When it has been cleared the buy side liquidity, I'm now more interested to look for a sell. If I get a bearish displacement in between 7 to 7:30, if I get a bearish displacement, I will take the sell over here. As you can see, this market was keep going higher. There was a bullish displacement. I don't care. I'm not interested to take the buy around this area. Why? Because market has cleared the buy side liquidity. I'm not interested to take the buy. The whole area there was no setup. If you see there is no setup, don't force the market. Simply let it go. It's not something you are going to get every single day. Sometimes you'll get it, and when you'll get it, most probably it will give you the profit. So use it with the logic until it is over there. Take the trade. If it is not there, don't take the trade. You have London session I provided, or I have shown you thousands of the time how to trade the London session by liquidity making session. It doesn't mean that this London session is going to make the liquidity 100% of the time. 95% of the time it makes the liquidity. Sometimes it takes the liquidity. When it takes the liquidity, let it go. Don't force the market. When it builds the liquidity, if there is a setup, go for the trade. If it doesn't provide you the setup, don't take that trade. Simply let this go. Then I showed you, okay, come back again 7. So you are watching the market from 2 to 5:30. After 2 to 5:30, you closed your chart, came back again around 6:25 to catch the 7 a.m. kill zone. Around 6:25 you came, you were waiting for the setup, you got it the setup, perfect. You didn't get the setup, let it go. Close the trade, I mean sorry, close the chart, come back around 9 a.m. again to see what is happening in this market and how it is going to be traded and what should be your bias. Everything just frame it before 9:30. Wait for that. If you feel good, if you think this is a good uh, price action, so, like you are good to go with this price action. You're so confident that okay, this is going to work like that way, then trade the AM session. If you see there is nothing, you are not feeling good, this is not a good price action, it is one-sided or maybe very sloppy, choppy price action, don't trade over there. Come back around the PM session. Wait for that. The whole day you didn't get a setup, it's unbelievable. You will get at least one beautiful setup out of 4 sessions. London session, 7 a.m., AM session, PM session. You will get at least one beautiful setup. Now you can say, brother, I will wait or I will spend all of my day just for one setup. Are you kidding? That is called trading, brother. You have to accept it. If you don't want to accept it, then you should not trade. Okay. You should. I'm not saying this to Kuba, by the way. I'm saying to all of you guys. If you're not okay with that, that I will wait near about how many times, 2 to 5:30, 3 hour and 30 minutes, over there 1 hour. So 4 hour 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Here almost 3 hours. So 4 3 7 7 3 10, almost 11 hours. So you will spend almost 11 hours in front of your chart because you need a setup. And then I will get just one setup, one beautiful setup. Are you kidding? Man, this is called trading. You have to accept it. Until you are not going to accept it, you won't be able to be a consistent profitable trader. This market will happen. This will happen sometimes. The whole day, this 11 hours you are in front of your chart, there is not even a single setup. Not even a single setup. What you will start to do, you will start to force the market. Okay, I'm waiting from the London session, there was nothing. I was waiting for the 7 a.m session, there was nothing. I'm in the am session, there was nothing. Now this is the lunch hour, I have to do something because I'm spending my time in front of my chart, in front of my monitor. I have to do something. This is called trading. That's how psychology, brother. That's why most of the people said don't spend your time in front of the chart long time. Okay, don't do that. Just take one session, whatever session you like or you feel good. It can be long sessions, 7 a.m, am session, pm session. For me, I love am session. I love to spend time in front of my chart around, just around the am session, no other session, nothing. If I find something good in this am session, I'm happy to that because first of all it is highly volatile area. I mean, I'll be able to take an entry, and if I want to make a profit, I can make it so easily. Now in here you see that I hold my trade for 20 handle. Now when I trade my live funded account, if you see yesterday when I took two losses, I just closed my trade in the most low hanging fruit, 15 handle, where I was saying that if you want you can hold your trade until 20 handle partial. But I don't do that. When I feel good, I just take the partial around 15 handle. I'm happy with that. With that 15 handle with 7 micro contract, it's more than enough for me to being profitable over there. So it depends on the situation how you'd love to make the money. Around the am session it's highly volatile, so I know that averagely I will get 20 handle, at least 20 handle I will get it. If you can control yourself, you can spend 11 hours in front of your chart, but it doesn't mean that you are staying in front of chart so you have to do something. No, man. No, if you do something, that's not trading. If you can stop yourself to do something, you have to stop yourself to do something. You have to tell yourself, I will do nothing. Try this at least 1 week. If you can, if you have to have one funded or one challenge account from the prop firm, any prop firm you like Apex has 80% discount, so take one account, so it will cost maybe 20 dollars, something like that, whatever it is. Just take one account, take 1 day trade. Okay, just for example, you take one trade, just one trade. It can be a losing trade, it can be a winning trade, and then next 5 days ask yourself that I will spend 11 hours in front of my chart, but I will do nothing. If you can do that, trust me, brother, you are in the right way. If you can't do that, that means you are an emotional trader. Your psychology is shit. You are not ready for trading. You have to practice a lot because you can't stay without doing anything. This is called trading. This will break you, brother. This will break you into pieces. Your greed, your fear, your frustration, your emotion, everything is gonna be collapsed when you will start to trade. This is called trading. Not in this chart, man. Not in this candles. These candles are not going to give you the profit. The profit is in your mind. If you think you wanna be a profitable, you will be a profitable. If you think that you don't wanna be a profitable, you are not worthy to be a profitable, you will never be a profitable. So sometimes when you get the profit and say thank you T2, thank you for that, thank you for this, I keep saying, brother, don't thank me. All credit goes to you. You have to believe it. You didn't make that profit, you didn't pass that account because of me, you did it because of you. If it was because of me, I had like 107 viewers right now, all of them would be a profitable trader, right? If it was because of me. No, it's not because of me, it's because of you, brother. Your emotion, your psychology, your everything, that made you profitable, that made you pass that challenge account, that made you to make some profit from that challenge account, funded account. It's you, not me. Give the credit to you, not ICT, not Larry Williams, not Titu, not Tanya, nobody. It's you, brother. Believe it. It's very important, brother. The way you will think, the market, this market is just a mirror, nothing else. The sooner you will understand this, the better you will do in this trading. If you want to be a profitable trader, you have to believe that. And if you would love to believe that, first you have to work with your psychology, with your mentality, with your emotions. They are your barriers, not these candles, not that fall, not that run, not that model, not that. There is no concept that can make you profitable. There is not even a single concept that can make you profitable. If you feel this is not a good market, don't push the button. That is called you want to be a profitable. But if you see this is good, not good price action, but you want to push the button, that means you're asking yourself not to be a profitable. I don't want to be a profitable trader. I'm here because I saw everyone is here and making millions of dollars. They're buying Lamborghini, a mansion. Okay, they are buying the sea beach, and I'm going to enjoy my life by making billion of the dollars, trillion of the dollars from trading. So I'm here there because of that. Because I saw someone is making the money. Come on, brother, grow up. Okay, it's been a long. You're losing money. It's been a long. Don't feel good? Do the paper trade. What's wrong with that? I'm going to miss the profit. Man, tomorrow is the new opportunity. Wait for tomorrow. I'm sorry for this rant actually at the beginning. But to be honest, guys, it's really so important, brother. I mean, to be honest, these candles are not going to make you profitable. Your mind is going to make you profitable. So work with your mind, with your emotion, with your psychology, with your what is this psychology? Just do I want to give you a task. Is there anyone who would love to fill this task? Just let me know, okay? If I am watching the, I will watch the chat now. I would love to see how many would you want to take this challenge? I'm a challenge. I have a challenge. Buy a prop firm account. Okay, use that Apex, okay, whatever you like, whatever prop firm you like. Just buy a cheap prop firm like $20, $15, spend it. Place one trade with your idea, okay, whatever you know about this market or about everything, whatever you know, place one trade. It can be a profitable trade, it can be a losing trade, whatever it is, stop over there. Then spend 5 more days, 5 trading days, one after another, in front of your chart by logging in your account, in that challenge account, log in to that challenge account. Do nothing, just 5 days. How many how many of you are would love to accept this challenge? You don't need to give me the proof. Just after 5 days, if you accept that challenge, after 5 days, come back and tell me, brother, I didn't push my button. How many of you would love to accept this challenge? I want to see the name. Okay, if there is anyone who can think that I can do it, I believe that 90% of you won't be able to do that. I'm in for the task. Okay, Archana. Okay, Archana, just to do that for me. Whatever challenge account you have, if you have any challenge account right now, you don't need to buy another. Just don't push the button. Log in it in that account. Log in. Spend 5 days, only 5 trading days. You have to stay in front of the chart when it is the session time. Just 5 trading days. And after that, let me know, did you do it? Without pushing button, you watched that chart only. You have outlined so many setups, but you didn't push the button. It doesn't mean that okay, brother, I'm not pushing button in that challenge account, I'm doing it in another challenge account or another funded account. It's not something like that. You can't do nothing in these 5 days. I can see that's if you can do that. Okay, okay, Archana, it says complete different when I trade funded accounts. I didn't get, brother. Okay, Komal, you also agree? Okay, okay, let's see, brother. Rajkumari Rai, okay, brother. Dimmer ready. Reflect, I'll try. Okay, brother. I got at least one, two, three, four, five guys. Okay. As I told, look how many people are watching. 122 people watching. What did I say? 90% of the people are not able to do this. I challenge you, brother. 90% of you are not able to do that. You can't push the button. That's all. Just 5 days. You have to have a challenger or funded account, whatever it is. You can't push the button. It doesn't mean that you will just push the button in another account or maybe paper trade. Nothing. You can't do anything. That's hard too. It's true, man. I am challenging, man. Open challenge. 90% of you won't be able to do that. Do you know that is the problem? That's why we are losing money. 90% of us won't be able to do that. And that is the only reason we are losing money. We don't know how to stop. We only know how to run. But you can't keep running, brother. Nobody can keep running. You have to take the rest. That is the natural thing, man. You have to understand that. You can't keep running. We are not the horse, right? Horse can keep running, but we can't. We have the energy level, and when it is done, it is gone. We are gone. By the way, 9:30 is very near, so love to see around 9:30. Let's see those people who told that okay, you accept that challenge. Let me know after 5 days. The market has cleared previous day high. I'm more interested to see the previous day low now. Mhm. I'll take the challenge today, and tomorrow, brother, I will simply watch and not push the button. It should be at least 1 week, brother, not 1 or 2 days. Just 1 week, brother. Give 1 week to me and prove that you are emotionally stable. I've done it several times for a week or two, just watching the chart and listening to T2. At first, it is too painful. FOMO is horrible feeling if I'm missing profits while others are earning money. Thank you, Madhi, for saying that. But I really appreciate you, brother. It really needs a huge courage to do that. Okay, a few people will be able to do that. I mean, if I write down the names here, whoever told that I'm going to accept that challenge, I am pretty much confident. I'm pretty much sure they won't be able to do that. Not all of them, but most of them won't be able to do that. That's why I'm saying it's a challenge. You can't, you can't beat me. It's nearly impossible. I have to trade at least once to keep my accounts active. Okay, you can do that. Like just one micro contract, you can push the button without any setup. You can do that, right? I mean, to keep it alive, just one micro contract entry is nothing. Like maybe you will hold the trade for 10 handles, something like that. Can you show how you got the standard deviation fib? I want to set it up. Okay, brother, I will do that because this market is still bullish. I don't know which one you are asking. If you are asking about this one, I'm just going to keep it here and later you can just adjust it, okay? Just later come back and pause the video, adjust it if you want. I think that's the thing you are asking for, whatever. For shorts, are you waiting for price new to opening gap today or yesterday? What did you say? For shorts, are you waiting for price below new to opening gap today or yesterday? No, I'm not waiting for the market to go below the new to opening gap or new. I mean, no, I'm not waiting for that. I'm just waiting for a selling opportunity from that area. The whole day I would love to look for sell. Any kind of sell here, I'll try to take that sell. No problem, brother. I agree the biggest enemy in trading is not market or market maker or broker, and the biggest enemy is yourself. You control it, you control your feelings and thoughts, you will be profitable. If I make it more precisely, Mahadi, whatever I told, like 5 days, only 5 days, those people truly can do it. Those people, today or tomorrow, they will be consistently profitable trader. That is the only thing they have to do. They have to stop trading. Now everyone will say, please keep trading, keep trading. You have to stop trading. If you want to be a profitable trader, you have to stop trading. Watching this market without pushing the button, it's too difficult if you have the funded account specifically. Okay, challenge is also possible, like challenge account sometimes we can control ourselves, but funded account nearly impossible, man. Yesterday even when I was mentally prepared not to push the button, still I pushed the button. I was like saying like myself, around the PM session, why did it came? Why did I come? Because I was feeling like to trade that market. So I thought that if I come to the live, then I will be able to avoid that pushing button around the PM session. I was saying like literally, I was saying today I'm not going to push the button. Whatever happens, I don't care. I'm not going to push the button. But still, I push the button. No, no trade, brother. Just watch the market. Just watch it. Enjoy it. What is wrong with that? Just enjoy the market. Watch how the market is working. If you do that, you will see a lot of things in this market. A lot of things will be clear because you are not looking for entries. You're watching the market. You know, you are focusing on the price action. But when we actually trade, we focus only entries, not the price action. That's why this is a mystery to us. Do sometimes like these things. You have to do something sometimes, okay? That's what I mean. In the top, funded accounts are mentally hard. Absolutely, Jamie. Thank you, brother. Now I think I got your point. Like challenge account is also possible, but if you have the funded account, it's nearly impossible. Like 0.000 0.1% possible that you will be able to stay without pushing the button. I'm watching. Remember what did I say yesterday? I'm watching how the market is going to work with the 50%. If it doesn't work with, I mean, work close above the 50%, then this is going to be a beautiful order block, bearish order block to take the sell. If it go higher, then I have to look for a bearish fair value gap after retesting this gap again. Okay, so I have to find out why it went higher, closed above this constant crossman. Exactly. Remember today's PM session? Whoever was with me around the PM session yesterday. This is the same scenario, same kind. Yesterday there was a volume imbalance, and today I have a very small gap here. See this gap? Yesterday I had a volume imbalance, today I have a gap only. So I will just look for how it is going to react from this gap 50%. That's all I'm waiting here. If it doesn't close above the constant crossment of this gap, then this is the order block market is going to build for me to take the sell. If it doesn't close above the constant crossman, I can go for the order block. If it go higher, trade this gap, closed above this constant crossman, then I have to wait for a bearish gap there to take the sell. Bearish gap. Remember exactly like yesterday. If it doesn't respect that constant, I mean, so that volume imbalance, that means I don't have any opportunity to take the sell. Nothing. So where the body has closed above the constant crossment. So this order block entry is not valid. What should I wait for? A bearish gap. Below this bearish gap, I have sorry, below this bullish gap, I have to wait for a bearish gap. Just the same scenario like yesterday. Remember here, that was that bullish gap. This was the volume imbalance. Then this was the bearish gap. Same case of scenario here. By the way, this gap is actually from this volume imbalance. Okay, so I just marked the gap, but it is from the volume imbalance to until the that volume imbalance. So it's a, if there is another volume imbalance over here, let me check. There is no volume imbalance, but here is a very small volume imbalance. So it has already traded this gap. Come on, this guy started to fall already. Okay, so I think the market is not correlated. Let me check the YM. Yeah, YM is also bearish. Yes, is also bearish. NQ is just consolidating. Let give him a bit time, more time. Happy to see that it has traded this gap. Yes is bearish, NQ is bullish. NQ is not bullish, brother. NQ is consolidating. It's not bullish, okay? Not yet. Not yet. The bullish, it's not bullish, not yet. NQ stocks holding tech MSFT Nvidia meeting. Nvidia Meta etc. NQ stocks holding tech. Uh so I really don't understand all of these things, to be honest. I only understand the price action. Now it's my lackings, I will say it's my lackings, because I should understand them, but I don't understand them. I only understand this market, this candles, this price, how it is going to book one after another. That's all I can understand. Okay. So I will say that if you really understand those things, that's a great opportunity. That's a great facility for you, which is, in my opinion, I don't have that knowledge. I mean, I don't have. I only understand this market, these candles, how it is going to book the price. Yeah, I can see it, brother. Earning reports coming this week. Yeah, it's coming tomorrow actually. So today we'll try. Earning week. Okay, it can happen, brother. Thank you for that information. But it's difficult price action. But that could be the reason, Ciso. That could be the reason, of course, brother. Mhm. Is Dow still bearish? Anybody can confirm that? Is Dow still bearish? YMZ 2025, is it still bearish? Good morning, Meek. How are you, brother? Orange news at 10. I really don't care about that news. The reason is that news is not going to affect the market, okay? Dow is bearish. Okay, Dow is also bearish. Mm, come on, man. When you will start to fall? YM is consolidating as well. Both of them should not be consolidated. YM should be either bullish or bearish. No, either it's bearish, extremely bearish. I mean, just look at the 15-minute candle. Never ever look at the 1 minute chart. Always look for the 15-minute candle to understand is it bullish or bearish? Is it falling or going higher? Like here, it's kind of bullish, not clearly bullishness, but kind of bullishness. ES is extremely bearish. YM is more bearish, and it's consolidating around that area, same area. Oh, 50-minute order block created in ES. Okay, that's cool, brother. This is yesterday's market. Market close here. Today's market open here, consolidating. If you think that it is going higher, I have no word to say, to be honest. I mean, it can keep going higher, but like yesterday, can keep going higher. But I don't think so it's a logical thinking to think about the bullishness of for this market. We'll see if it can provide us anything. 15 order block created in ES. Is that bearish order block or bullish order block, brother? I was looking at the wrong ticket. Okay, you're looking at the wrong ticket, brother. Ticker. Uh, Not yet. Has to close below this gap first. Then it has to trade this gap. Not yet. First, the body has to close below this gap. Not yet. Has to close below this gap. Now, if you would love to chase the market, you can of course do that. Okay, I'm not interested to chase the market. I'm not going to chase it. I would love to wait for the price to look for that. Now, if it do that, like here, if it make another gap here without trading this gap, that's gonna be impossible for me to trade. For example, if it make a gap here, just for example, there is a gap. I have to cover until this area by my stop loss. That's gonna be impossible for me. Now, if you want to do that, you can do that, okay? I have no problem. That means because this gap didn't be retested. As I told you yesterday, I taught you yesterday, you have to cut through all of this candle. Just think these candles are not over there. They are not over there. It has to retest this gap. This is the first time this market has closed below this gap. Okay. I hope it's actually helping us to see that gap to be traded. Okay. That gap has to be traded first. Okay, perfect. Now body can't close above the constant crossment. First this market went higher. Why? To trade this gap. The gap has been traded, right? Then this market fall. Just cut all of this candle. There is no this candles. No this candle. This is the first time this market has closed below this gap. Retest this gap. Nobody should close above the constant crossment. Then any kind of bearish gap, that's your selling opportunity. Can I take read? I mean, my entry from here around this area. You can do it, but it's risky, to be honest. But of course, you can do that. It's risky. Any kind of fair value gap, it will create now. That's your selling opportunity. Bearish fair value gap, by the way. And you have to cover just that candle which is going to build that fair value gap. This case of scenario and yesterday's PM session, the setup I have explained exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Here, your liquidity is there. But yesterday, remember, your liquidity was here exactly over there, around here. Any kind of fair value gap over here, it's my selling opportunity. Again, you can take the entry actually from here. There is nothing wrong, but it's too risky to me. I'm not interested to take the entry. I need the confirmation gap. No, there is no 22 IT model, brother. Unfortunately. Thank you, brother, for informing me about the news. But that news, I'm not expecting any kind of volatility, to be honest. No volatility I'm expecting from there. If it doesn't build any kind of fair value gap, I'll not take this trade. To be honest, I'll let this go. I can't use this order block here. I can't use this order block. I could use the order block here, but I can't use the order block there. The reason is it has to leave the sign I'm falling. That is the unfilled gap. I'm more interested to see the unfilled gap here. And that gap is going to be my entries. So for example, if this candle make a fair value gap, then that will be my entry by covering just that candle high. Or you can just put it a bit higher. depending on the stop loss. By the way, it tapped to the opening gap upper quadrant level. If I don't get my setup, I'm not going to frame the trade. Is there anyone who was with me yesterday's PM session? Sophia, did you remember when I was explaining this thing? There was a volume imbalance yesterday's PM session. Remember, sister? Komal, okay, both of you, Jamie, Donichu, did you guys remember? Isn't it the same thing? Are you seeing the same thing here? Exactly the same thing. Just the difference is there was the volume imbalance. Here is the fair value gap. We had the sell side liquidity here, and now we have the sell side liquidity there. So we have a bigger range now. And that is the only difference. And yesterday's setup was too early, too immediately. Today's setup is taking times. Okay, I'm just not sure it will give me the entry or not. Uh, but I hope that you guys are. See, I'm not doing something very, like randomly or something. It is all calculated. The theme is absolutely calculated. You have to just mark them out. That's all, brother. If it doesn't work, that means it doesn't want to fall. I don't need to take that trade. I'm reading the market. I'm waiting for the confirmation. If I get the confirmation, I'll go for the trade. By the way, I'm not going to push any button for my funded account. That's for sure. I'm more interested to wait this whole week. I'll let this go because today, okay. I think that's pathetic. And why it is happening like that way. Tap to the opening gap upper quadrant and rejecting from there. We'll see how it is going to react over there. That's why I need the confirmation, a fair value gap to get my entries. FMC side effect. Oh, come on. FMC side effect. That is good. There is no word block, brother. I mean, if you are asking about this candle, is that an order block or not? Now, according to the rules, this is the highest up close body close candle, which has traded the all-time high. According to that, it's always the order block, right? There, it should not be any question. There should not be any question. I see nothing yet. If you find any trade, please go for that. But I see nothing yet. What did you say? 9:35. Okay, just a second. Okay, right. If I ask you this swing high, this swing high, and this swing low, does it look like the same? This swing low and this swing high, does it look like the same? Then that's not a swing low. This is a swing high, right? A very nice swing high pyramid. This is a nice pyramid, and this is like here. This is a swing high. See, it's accepted. This swing high is accepted. Absolutely, FL trader. That's the thing, brother. You have to understand. Like, oh man, I wish I would be a English speaker. That would be easier for all of us to understand all of these things. As like, it's not a swing low. Okay, now if I force the market, of course it's a swing low, but it's not like clean low, something like a low I can use for shifting the market. Like here, the swing high. So beautiful, right? This swing high, a beautiful swing high. But this, no, it doesn't look good. By the way, as I told yesterday's PM session that yesterday's market destroyed today's market. So I still have nothing, to be honest. If any of you see something, can go for the trade. I still didn't see anything, okay? Unfortunately. Until now, I have no plan how to frame the next sell setup. I have to wait for the price action. There is nothing. Okay, I'm seeing just a consolidation. Sideways, seek and destroy, something like that. Honestly, Tito, I think your English is great in my opinion. Anyone saying different may have a different agenda towards you. Thanks for all you do. Hey, Phil, thanks for that compliment, brother. Uh, yeah, I mean, why I told that? Because as I'm not an English speaker, I can't use the synonym or antonym to explaining these things. Okay, but so far I'm trying my level best to understand that if you compare this swing low with a swing high, you will clearly see that it's not a swing low. And if it is not good, and if I say this is a swing low, it means I'm forcing the market. Now, according to the logic, they are not the sideways candle because this market slowly went higher. So I have to accept that this is a swing low, but it's kind of like this. Let me mark the swing low and you will understand this fact. Like, swing low should like look like this, and this is actually kind of this, something like this. Okay, but swing low should look like absolutely like this. So beautiful swing, like swing here. Okay, now if you see, it's not swing high because just one week went higher. It doesn't mean that it is a valid swing high, something like that. Let's trade gold. Your English is very good. It is just a lot of new things to be learned. Okay, Sophie, I'm so sorry for making this complicated. I think, uh, but thank you so much for saying that my English is at least good. I know that what is the level of my English. By the way, still now I have nothing. If you have found any opportunity, please go for that. I have still nothing. Win, I would love to strict with this NQ chat, brother, unfortunately. I want to understand one market altogether. I have to feel the market. Without feeling the market, I can't trade the market. So I have to feel whatever it is doing. I can feel it, brother. Trust me, I can feel it. I can feel like it's an high probability. I'll go for the trade. It's a feelings. When you will keep watching one market, you will keep saying you will start to notice that wow, I can feel the market. You will be able to feel the market. Without feeling, trading is gambling. It's not according to me. It's according to Larry Williams. You have to feel the market. I think not Larry Williams, it's Mark Douglas. Like my girlfriend just a bit uh, messed up, so I will change my girlfriend. I'm not interested to do that. Okay, you are a very bad guy, Vin. Your girlfriend is like a bit messy, messed up now. You would love to change your girlfriend. Don't do that, brother. Be strict with him, with her. I'm a student of ICT, sir. At least I think like that way. Trading in the zone, absolutely. It was in trading in the zone. Thank you, brother, for sharing. I just read it a long time ago. I just forgot exactly where it was. 954 is MSS. 954 is MSS. Why is 954? Let me check the 954. Okay. What type of MSS is that? Bearish MSS, bullish MSS, Sharda? But changing girlfriend is good for mental health. Don't say like that way. I can smell that you are not a loyal person, okay? Did you get married, Abab? I mean, do you have any girlfriend or do you have wife? Sorry to ask this personal question, brother. No, it's not a bearish market structure shift, brother. We have already talked about that. They have tweaked with the algorithm. No, they didn't tweak the algorithm, brother. A bit, guys. We need to adapt soon. Look at price delivery as of late, using equal lows, highs as traps, taking notes. Mm, okay, taking notes is always appreciated. You have to do that. Show that there is no bearish market structure shift. No all alone. That's why you are saying like that, right, brother? This is the pain of the single soul. Try to find a girlfriend and then you will find out that okay, it's not actually that easy to change or to switch the girlfriend from one to another. It's not that easy. If you really attached with her, mentally attached with her, it's all about the feelings, brother. You'll never feel the happiness, okay? Like you'll never feel it with someone else. A single life is always thug life. Ah man, brother, frame a trade. Please frame a trade. Okay, I'm trying. Okay, I'm just trying. By the way, did you see the 10 a.m. price delivery? This is the 10 a.m. candle. Okay, so I think we had a news around 10 a.m. and as I told, that news doesn't have any. Reflection on NQ market. Happiness is from within. I am pretty much confident that NQ Slayer is a married guy and his wife is near to him. NQ is ranging inside of the first presented fair value gap. Yes, sir. As well as you can see the yes. Yes is doing the same thing. By the way, guys, Apex has 80% discount. Today is the last day. Okay, so you have 1 day pass. Use the code T2T. The lifetime activation fees is gonna be $85. T2T. That's the code for Apex. Today is the last day, I think, if I'm not wrong. Suzivan, did you take any trade, brother? Who took the trade? Who took the trade? I am the one who loved to take entries at the first time. I still didn't find any setup. Who else is here who took the trade? I want to see their face. Who is here who took the entry? Come on, baby, I'm not fighting another one in night. Hit the dance floor, hit the dance floor. None for me. I took. Okay, Theo, you took a trade. I hope that brother you got some profit. FL trader no trade. Donichi, you took the trade. It was expected. Okay, Donichi, it was expected that you will take a trade. Manu and you, why you guys don't stop, brother? This is shit. Look at this price action. Why you need to push the button? I'm happily married. I knew it, man. In Kisla, I knew it, brother. I didn't take, brother. I didn't take any trade. One sell break even. Okay, take a break. Ahmed, take a break, brother. 100 points above stop loss. Okay, Akshay, you already talked about this. We know that your plan is to put the stop loss around 200 handle above the market. Target until the midnight open, I guess. What did you take? Ah, Theo. What did you take, Theo? That's a question from FL Trader. I took the trade before market open, 50-minute chart, bearish breaker, and 6 a.m. candles yesterday. When it reversed, I went long. Okay, did you get the profit? If you get the profit, then stop over there, Suzivan. Try to use your brake, man. You are driving the car and you are not using your brake. It's not good. So please use the brake, brother. I drop my daughter at school at 8 a.m. every day, so I listen to your live while driving. So she started to learn the trading schemes from you, T2. So she was asking what T2 bias is. Tell her that my bias is bearish today and give my love to her, Archana. I did, I shorted, yes, but I got stopped out because I didn't take partial. Next time, don't do it, okay, Robin? Please don't do it next time. Always take the partial. If it provide you the partial, take the partial. For me, still there is nothing. It's absolutely like in a range, right? It's not moving anywhere. So I'm not interested to push the button right now. Would love to wait for the next case of scenario where it will be clear and I will be able to push the button. Right now, it's nothing. Just going sideways. It's like the train line. No trade until Thursday. Thank you, NQ Slayer. Sold to 6070. She's 8 years old and she's so interested to hear you. Okay, please don't forget to give my love to her, Archana. And what is her name? Can you please share her name, please? Close to 6039. Okay, you took the entry around 670 and closed 39. Congratulations, Theo. That was a nice trade, brother. It's true. FL trade. I agree with you, brother. Yes, I'm done trading today. No more trades until after FOMC tomorrow. I think you should not trade after the FOMC because we have the earnings, if I'm not wrong. So it's gonna be disaster. I think so. Nothing good the last days until now. Just none or few setups, but in all-time high, always weird. Absolutely. When this market is around the all-time high, it's always weird. Sure. Thank you, Archana. RP, boom, penguin, boom. Thank you, brother, for being over here. We are enjoying the sideways price action, and we successfully managed no loss yet. Anika, mashallah. She has a very nice name. Anika will be the trading wizard. Next trading wizard. Your girlfriend is not behaving good today because you didn't buy gold for her. Man, gold is too expensive right now. It's near about like $2,000, I guess. Around $2,000 or one thousand $1,500, something like that. It's too expensive, brother. DXY has been coming down. Yeah, I saw that. That's why I think it has to fall. DXY is falling. That's why it's high resistance liquidity. High resistance actually, not liquidity run. It's high resistance right now. It can also happen. So even it can keep going higher, brother. Archana, it's good, sister. Actually, if I had my kids, own kids, if I had them, I would start to teach them the trading from the very beginning, at the early of their age. When they will start going to school, I would start training them how to trade. More importantly, this is the time for them to control their emotion because they are not greedy, Like your daughter is 8 years old, if I'm not wrong. As you told, they don't understand what is greed, they don't understand what is fear, they don't understand nothing. All they will take this as a game. Okay, they will treat it as a game. And can you imagine when they will start to understand the game, this game, how they're going to work with that game? It's always better to start trading at the earliest, when people doesn't understand the difference between fear, greed, and the game. That's the perfect area. I think so. Okay, it's not something very bad. We should teach them how to trade when they are at their earliest. And who is the best teacher rather than the parents? And of course, the mother. But if I had the kid, I would be the best father all over the world. I'll come back on Thursday. Hey, Ahmed, see you, brother. No loss is equal winning capital preservation. Yeah, it's true, Ravi. It's true, brother. Mental capital is preserving. To buys Bitcoin for his girlfriend. I'm afraid of crypto, brother. I have lost a bit money from crypto long ago in 2018, if I'm not wrong. Then I promised myself like I'll never trade the crypto again. I will invest the money in crypto, but never trade them. I've been called to live with Tavstep and Tradify. I killed them in the month of September and early October. Okay, don't do that again, brother. By the congratulations. I started teaching my older daughter the basics of trading. She's 12 years old. She loves it so far. They will love it. Okay, just don't force them. I mean, if I were you, what I would do, I would tell them, what do you like in this chart? Okay, I would start like this way. I'm not a good teacher, by the way. I'm not interested to teach you how to teach your own daughter this trading. But if I were you, what I would do, I would call them, whoever is like 12 years old daughter. I would call her. I will ask her, what do you see here in this one chart? What do you see here? That would be my question, everyday's question. What do you see here? Okay, they will say this, whatever, black candle, white candle, or green candle, whatever it is. And then I would ask the same question. What do you see here? What do you think where the market will go? This would be the same question every day. Every day I would ask her. Now predict where the market will go. From where to where? From here to here. From there to there. Where the market will go. Then it would build the curiosity to them. Mom or father or dad, okay, whatever. What is this called? What is that called? What is that called? What is this called? They would ask me the question. I'm not interested to teach them what I know. I want to teach them what they're curious to know. I'm not trying to teach you how to teach your own daughter or own children. Okay, I'm just saying what I am interested. If I want to teach anyone who is new, how I would start this? I would just ask them, what do you see here? And predict the next run, next leg, where the market will go. And then they will start to ask me the question, why it is sideways? What is this called? Weak. What is this called? Green candle. What is this called? Bear candle. What is this called? Fair value gap, order block, mitigation block, blah 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 blah. They will ask me the question and I will just give them the answer. I'm not interested to give them my knowledge. I'm interested to give them to clear their I'm interested to clear their curiosity. That's all. But the context is here. I would always ask them, predict the next move, where the market will go. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Okay. The way they understand. Is it going higher? Is it going lower? Is it going sideways? What do you think where this market will go? Then they will feel the fun. Wow, I'm predicting and it is working sometimes. Why it is working? They will build their curiosity. They will build their interest about this market. Again, I'm not saying, sister, to do this with your daughters. I'm just saying, if I were you, I would do that. I'm not a good teacher, by the way. So, of course. Okay. I think it's time. It's time to do something. No, nothing. I had 3 Bitcoin in 2022 inside Celsius Network earning interest. Then they went bankrupt and I lost almost all of it. Then, if they hadn't gone bankrupt, I would have about $500,000 now. Oh man, very bad luck, brother. Never touch it again, okay? It's my. I hate the crypto to trade, but I love to invest in crypto. I have been observing a lot of cryptocurrency. They're in good mood now, but as you know, I was in Bangladesh. I was not able to invest on crypto. I missed a lot, by the way. I never touched crypto again. Don't do that. I really appreciate it. It's a great advice, Tito. I will implement it. Okay, it's up to you, sister. I don't have any problem. But yeah, that I would do if I were you. Whenever I'm in a trade, they are so excited to see me win. That's the problem, brother. Sister. That's the problem. That's the real problem. You have to be excited when you will take the loss, and you have to be absolutely emotionless when you will take the win, because win has no limit. It's a very simple sentence. Win has no limit. Loss has a limit. You have to be very happy to take a smaller loss. You have to change the thinking process. That means when I'm taking the win, I should not be happy because there is no limit. How much you will get to be happy? There is no limit. How much you are willing to lose to be happy? There is a limit. So always try to teach them you have to respect the loss, not the win. Win will come and go. It doesn't matter. No, I don't care about the win. If it is $1 win, okay. If it is $1,000 win, okay. It is $1 million win, okay. But the loss has to be respected. You have to respect the loss. By the way, The first candle will close below this gap. I'll try to take the sell. If you celebrate the win, then it will build you greedy. But if you celebrate the loss, it will make you more preservative. Conservative, not preservative, sorry. Conservative. I was good at crypto when I was investing. Then I started leverage trading and lost all my crypto. Ah, don't trade, brother. Don't trade crypto, okay? I'd be careful with crypto now because they are likely to go into crypto winter when they're likely to make huge drawdown. I That was the great opportunity for investing, by the way. So even I was watching some of them. In my opinion, the better time is coming to invest on crypto. The first candle will close below this gap. I'll take my sell. Not in my funded account. To be honest, I'm not going to touch my funded account today. Not only today, but also tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Maybe I'll trade on Friday if I'm good. Hey guys, I'm not reading any comment right now. I need to watch the market. I believe that the setup will be created around 10:30. Okay, so that's all I'm waiting for. See if it can provide any opportunity. If it doesn't close below this, I'm not interested to take any kind of sell. This is not my concept, by the way. Tutorial for you. It's not my concept, rather it's ICT's concepts, and ICT told that it is going to work in every SA market. I'm just an student like you, brother. I'm a student like you, brother. I'm no better than you. So successfully we have avoided a lot of losing trades so far. I mean, we didn't trade. That means we are the winners because we didn't trade. That's why we are the winners. You agree me or not? I really don't care, but it's truly we are the winner here because we avoided losing trades so far. Da, 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 da. That should be the first trade for today. Yeah, that should be the first trade, and target is this 50% after the partial around 20 handle partial. The first trade for today. Remember the 20 handle partial. If any of you are in this trade, remember the 20 handle partial. Wherever it will provide the 20 handle, let me actually mark a line. So this is the 20 handle. Take the partial around here. If you are in this trade and you didn't take the partial around 20 handle, you are a gambler. Don't gamble. And then you can hold the trade until this 50% or this sell side liquidity is up to you. I don't have any problem with that. Partial should be around 20 handle. Has to be around 20 handle. Come on, baby, you're not bad and I don't want you. Hit the dance floor, I want. So it has used the opening gap high. You can see that one is written over here. This black line is the opening gap high. Okay. So market came back again to trade this opening gap. Would love to see a body close below this low. So this body close below this low means this 50% is going to be taken. Please don't copy my trailing stop loss. Please don't do that. If any of you are in this trade, don't copy my trailing stop loss. I want to see a body close below this line, because if the body failed to close below this line, there's no need to wait for this trade to hold. I don't want to hold the trade. Okay, so I would need to see a body close below this line. If the body doesn't close, then I'll try to put my stop loss to the break even. Right now I can't move it because it can trade the order block, mean threshold of this order block. That's why I can't move my stop loss to the break even right now. Come on, brother. Come on, come on, come on. Close below this. Close, 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 close. That should be the partial. Stop loss has to be to the break even. That should be the partial. Stop loss has to be the break even. If you don't do that, it's up to you, brother. I am not going to take any kind of responsibility of your loss or anything. Okay. Stop loss has to be to the break even. That should be the partial. I repeat, that should be the partial. Whoever took that trade, that should be the partial. After that, you can hold your trade until here or this sell side liquidity, up to you. This sell side liquidity, up to you. Stop loss has to be to the break even. Oh, thank you. I got some boom from you guys. Partial boom. Hey Ravi, thank you for that boom penguin boom. Boom. I love that penguin, by the way, brother. Sophia, thank you for taking the partial, sister. I always appreciate it. FL, thanks for that boom. By the way, anybody took that trade? Ahbab, boom. Thank you, brother. Abdul Samad Jadani, thank you for that boom, brother. I'm not interested to put my stop loss. I didn't take this trade, okay? But if I were in this trade, I'm not interested to put the stop loss to the break even because it can come back again to trade this order block one more time, or maybe to the min threshold of this order block. That's why I'm not interested to trail my stop loss to the break even. But you will put your stop loss to the break even. Please put your stop loss to the break even. Thank you guys for writing boom. Thank you so much, Jamie. JC Posada, thank you, brother. Abdul Samad Zadani, partial. Yeah, partial boom. Thank you, brother. Ronaldo, thank you, brother. GN, thank you. Jaka, thank you. Prince, thank you. Who took this trade? By the way, I need to know if any of you actually took that trade. Boom for you, brother. I didn't take a trade though. 15-minute bullish parabolic gap, mean threshold is hit and can retrace now. Of course, it can do that, but I'm not interested to see the retracement. It can give the reaction from there to until the order block, and then would love to see if it can keep falling at least until the 50% of that opening gap, at least until here. Okay, I'm not sure about this sell side liquidity, but at least until this 50% I want to see this market will go, but we'll see. Okay, now it has traded the order block. As it has traded the opening of this order block, I'd love to mark the opening. Okay, it didn't actually. I took it and took the partial still with 2 micros. Your stop loss has to be to the break even. Your stop loss has to be to the break even. But if you are allowed the market to take 700 loss, you can actually keep it over there. That's a great idea, but it's always better to put the stop loss to the break even. You see this min threshold is here, around here, so I can't put my stop loss to the break even. It can trade the min threshold. I'm afraid that it will trade this min threshold, so that's why I'm not moving my stop loss to the break even. And this trade is last fair value gap trade. If you remember, some days ago I was sorry, suddenly I forgot that I'm in live and I was doing my own trading depending on that last fair value gap. This is that same entry from the last fair value gap. Understand the trade? That is the last fair value gap trade, brother. So if you have watched the fair value gap concept folder, you already know that. I have already explained this trade inside that last fair value gap concepts folder. Fair value gap concepts folder, brother. Okay, I think you guys got stopped out already over here. So yeah, be happy with that. It was 20 handle partial and then got stopped out to the break even. Perfect. Now I would love to put my stop loss to the to the break even after this candle go a bit below of this order block. Then I'm me, okay, myself. I want to take the stop loss to the break even now after seeing the min threshold and the order block has been traded. If it fall a bit below of this order block, I'll try to move my stop loss to the break even now. If it provide me that opportunity now. For the first time it will close below this order block. I'll try to put my stop loss to the break even if it provide me that. Otherwise, again, don't thank me, Sophia, please. Don't thank me. Anybody, please don't thank me. It's your credit. You have built the profit. It's your credit, not my credit. It's your credit. Thank yourself. 10, 1028. Let me see why is 1028. This one has a valid market structure shift. It's not a swing high, brother. Now I would love to put my stop loss to the break even. Okay, so everybody can understand that my stop loss is at the break even now. So something like here. This is my stop loss now. Anybody is in this trade? If any of you are still in this trade, I will keep talking about this trade. Otherwise, I'll just close this one. Okay. Stop loss is at the break even now. Is there anyone who is still holding it? Okay, if I can see Abdul Samad Zadan is still holding it. Okay, brother. Then I will keep doing this. I mean, by my way. Okay. Stop loss you can see around 26043.50. By the way, this is another selling opportunity, but it's a bit risky. If anyone would love to take the sell, you guys can try one more sell here, but bit risky. Okay, you have to understand that it's bit risky because it's already too late. From this unfilled gap, you can try to take another sell by putting your stop loss one tick above this unfilled gap. If it provide you that entry opportunity, something like this. Okay, but remember it's risky, something like that. Like 14 handle, you have to take the risk for this sell side liquidity. If you are already profitable, don't take this trade. If you are not profitable, if you didn't take that trade, you guys can do it with the lowest leverage, to be honest. First time it will tap to this gap, which is the 1 minute last gap. I'll put my stop loss just here. First time it will tap to this gap. Until it is not tapping to this gap, I'm not moving my stop loss. So it should be here, I mean above this water block line. Whenever it will tap to this last parabola from the 1 minute chart here, I'm more interested to put my stop loss to the break, I mean to the 50%, above the 50% here, around this area. Now it can reverse. It's possible that it will reverse now for this relatively equal highs. See this obvious liquidity for this relatively equal highs, it can reverse now. So I don't see any logic to put my stop loss over here anymore. I should give the market a bit space to trade before falling again for this sell side liquidity. If this gap is broken, you will see my trailing stop loss. You will see like the drama over there if this gap is broken. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry. Gold. Oh, Mahadi, what is gold, brother? I mean, you asking to go for the gold? I got my boom on the partial line and stopped out at break even. Today gold was more clear than NQ. Oh, today gold was more clear than NQ. Okay, okay. I don't wanna change my girlfriend. I'm holding it till to 26012. 26012. What is that? 26012. You can hold it for this sell side liquidity, brother. I mean, if you have already taken the partial, in my opinion, brother. Because if it come here to this 50%, at the same time, if it is broken, you will see the trailing stop loss. Of course, if it is broken, it will just, you'll say 1 2 3 candle will take the sell side liquidity. If this last parallel cap is broken from 1 minute chart. It can be liquidity taken and lower market structure shift. Uh, if you use this one as your market structure shift, it is valid, brother. That's why I was saying that you can try to frame a sell from this unfilled gap, because there was a 22 YT model. Market structure shift, after clearing the liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap, trade that fair value gap, falling, that would be possible, okay? By the way, if those people who are holding this trade, if you close the trade, just let me know. I will stop talking about this, okay? Stop loss is here now. Is there anyone who is still holding the market? Got my boom at 26012. Boom, congratulations, Anthony. But as I told, if you really hold it until here, you can simply hold it until there. Is there anyone who is holding? I don't think so. Anyone is holding the trade. Okay, as anyone is not holding the trade, I'll just close the. Not a bad trade for near about 32 handle in this type of bad price action. We have successfully framed a trade here, at least 20 handle. But those people who actually did the same thing I did, then maybe you got the 32 handle. Whatever it is, just 12 handle difference between you and me. But that was a beautiful sell, right? So yeah, let it go. We have waited a long to frame one sell only. What a day, man. If you like it, please don't forget to push the like button. Okay, please don't forget to push the like button. Please do that. At the same time, Apex has the 80% discount. Today is the last day. Please use the code T2T. Oh, that was a very nice term. At the same time, go, like, guys, whoever is interested to make some money, please try to use the take profit trader. It's the awesome, brother. I actually talked about this yesterday. Take profit trader will blow your mind, brother. Honest. Now I have to wait for next kind of scenario to see if it provide me anything. That okay? Not a perfect setup, it's still a setup. Yeah, I'm framing this just because of 8:30 open, brother. And as you can see here, this 8:30 open as well as this bullish order block here. See this bullish order block? It has traded both of this bullish order block as well as the 8:30 open. So it's holding the market. That's why I'm trying to frame the buy setup for this clean highs over here. Not a perfect setup, but it's still an opportunity. So let's see if it can provide the entry opportunity. And still, stop loss is not too big. Kind of it. I should put it here. I'm not interested to put it here. I would love to take the risk until that 8:30 open. First of all, I have this clean buy side liquidity here. Secondly, it has traded the 50% of that opening gap. Thirdly, it has provided me a market structure shift. Not the best, but it's still a market structure shift, as well as it has traded the 50-minute bullish order block, as well as it has traded the 8:30 open. This is that 8:30 open. Made air value gap. I have clean highs over there. It's a valid setup for me. Here. Below that candle, okay. So 17 3 tick. It's the safe place, safe game. Like it has tapped exactly to that gap low. See this gap low has been exactly tapped over here. Very happy to see that. I can put my stop loss just here now. Just here. This type of precision, when the market provide this type of precision, exactly like this type of precision, most of the time market never violate the precision, never ever, not never ever, most of the time it doesn't violate the precision. So my stop loss is should be safe here. It should not be breached that low. If it breaches that low, there is a possibility it will breach that low as well. So I don't need to take that risk. I can simply put my stop loss exactly below that low because this is so precise. Okay, I love this precision. And whenever this market provide the precision, it's so beautiful. No, it's not a big run, like it's a very small run, 20 handle run. So I will have no opportunity to take the partial, nothing. Would love to hold the trade. I mean, without the partial, would love to see if it can boom, give me the boom. Or otherwise, you can take the partial here. Maybe then you can hold your trade for this buy side liquidity around here. You can do that. I'm not going to support this logic, but you can do that after taking the partial. I prefer to take close the trade exactly over here. I prefer to close the trade over there. Order block difference. Here, this is the highest up close body close candle. Like the very next candle has closed below this candle. This is kind of best order block. And here, when this candle appeared, then one, two, three, maybe four candle will validate this order block. I don't like this type of order block. To be honest, I don't like this type of order block. I prefer this candle is going to be, I'm going to mark this as an order block. The very next candle will close out this candle. I love this type of scenario. Any kind of fair value gap above here, it's a buying opportunity depending on that quadrant level. Remember, the upper quadrant has been traded. The bullish parabolic gap is a buying opportunity. But we don't need that entry because we have already got that entry. So here, this candle has closed above this order block. Next candle tap to this order block. Would love to see if it can go for that buy side liquidity now. Again, not a best setup, but according to the logic, like all of other logic, it was a valid setup, okay, but not the best setup, to be honest. I'm not saying that I'm not taking this. I'm just saying that if you want to take, you can take it. I predetermined that I'm not interested to trade any of the setup today. I have just predetermined that. That's why I'm not pushing the button. That's all, brother. 'Cause I thought that it is going to close above this line. That's why I moved my stop loss to the break even. Until the body doesn't close above this line, I can't move my stop loss. There. When the body will close above this line, then and only then I will be able to put the stop loss to the break even. Because you have seen right here, this market go back again to trade this order block, mean threshold of this order block, then fall. It can do the same thing over here. When the body is going to close above this line, now I'm able to move my stop loss. 20-point partial taken. How did you take the 20-point partial, brother? I mean, it has already moved 8 handle, something like that. I think it is waiting for 11 a.m. New York local time to give me the run. Okay, so around 11 a.m. I'll get the run. I hope so. আসসালামু আচ্ছা, আচ্ছা, ঘুমাই যাও এখন, হ্যাঁ? ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। The first time it will close above this gap, stop loss will be to the break even. After the candle close, okay? If not before the candle close. After the candle close, stop loss has to be to the break even. Anyone in this trade? I mean, any of you are in this trade? Otherwise, I don't wanna keep framing the, I mean, trailing the stop loss. This should be the stop loss now. I mean, to the break even, okay? So you can keep it a bit higher of the break even. Okay, it actually hit that target. And just 20 handle, one tick. Okay, so 20 handle should be the target. Okay, I think I will get some boom, guys. So please write down the booms. A bit boom, okay? RP, did you take any trade, brother? Ahbab, thank you for that boom, brother. And stop trading, Ahbab, please. FL Trader Boom, thank you, brother. Jamie, thank you so much. Jamie, did you take any trade? Prince, thanks for that boom, brother. Khalid, did you take any trade? Jonichu, did you take any trade? It's a bearish market, okay? So don't think that it's a bullish market. There is an obvious liquidity. That was my target. So of course, yeah, can start to fall after that. I'm done for the day. Please say that. Boom. Thank you, Sharada. Sharada, did you take any trade? Theo, did you take any trade? Jamie, you took the first one. Congratulations, brother. After that, boom. Until now, zero trade. Okay, brother. I hope that you'll find another beautiful setup. Can you take it short now? No, you can't take the short now. Don't you? Didn't you take any trade, brother? Did you take any trade, don't you? If you, then please stop now. You can't take any trade. I mean, any kind of sell now. Meek, zero trade for today. That's good. That's good, brother. That's good. First break even, second boom. Congratulations, Sharada. At least you got the boom, brother. I think, guys, even if it was a bad price action, but we have successfully avoided all of this losing trade or losing sideways, and then we have found a beautiful sell setup 20 handle, a beautiful buy setup for 20 handle. Not the best, but still it was valid. uh, I prefer, I think that it was not a bad day for us. Okay, so I think like that way. And now it's your job how you would love to see this market or see this price action. But yeah, I think it was not bad at all. It was good. Please don't forget to push the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if any of you are new. I'll need to take a trade to pass my able. Miss 1500. Oh man, it's too much. We have already framed two trade where is 40 handle so far. Okay, so far we have got 40 handle. Not 40 handle, more than 40 handle, but still that is 40 handle. So if you miss it, then have to say that either you have to wait for the PM session or you have to wait for the tomorrow's price action. I think so, brother. Let's see if I can find anything. No, not yet. Like look at this 15-minute chart. Okay, market has traded that 15-minute bearish parallel gap here on my right hand side. If you go to your see this 15-minute bearish gap here, this candle low, that candle high, there is a gap. Market has so far traded this bearish gap. If this gap is broken, then market has possibility to go higher again one more time. I'm not interested to see that. I would love to see this bearish gap will hold the market, send it lower again, at least for this low. Then these lows here will go toward that area. But we'll see. Here is some lows here from 1 minute chart. But if you are interested to frame any trade now, please don't do that. At least not now. Why you didn't trade first presented? Did you know that will be PT setup? Why you didn't trade first present? I don't trade the first presented gap for long time now. It's near about 2 months, right? Around 2 months I'm not trading the first presented gap. I'm not watching the first presented gap. Kuba. So far it's not a good price action, to be honest. It's not a good price action. But at least we are happy to break this market. We're happy, right? This low, that low. Just mark this low and that low. Sometimes I just say that, but I don't look at the first presented gap. When someone just told me that is the first presented gap, I remember, okay, this is the first presented gap. Maybe I frame a setup over there, but otherwise I'm not trading first presented gap, brother. I'm not interested to trade every PTR ICT has introduced. I'm not interested about that. I'm more interested to use some PTRs that I can understand better. I would love to trade them. If you would love to trade every PTR, that's the biggest mistake for ICT concepts. Don't do that. Every PTR don't try to use. We are not ICT. ICT can use 72 PTR, but we are not able to do that. At least I am not able to do that. Be strict with one or two PTR, three PTR maximum. Whatever PTR you like, whatever model you like, but be strict with that. And just an advice, by the way, brother. The theme you are going to take from today's whole life, this gap. Okay? If you ever see this kind of precision, this is called precision, right? This market actually fall exactly tick by tick of that gap low. Just look at this gap low, that candle high. Look on my here, okay? Just look at this a h over here. You will be able to see that that candle high is 26021.75, 021.75, and this candle low This is the low. 0 to 1, 0 to 1.75. It is tick by tick. If you ever see this kind of precision where it perfectly, precisely reacted, trust that. Just trust it. Put your stop loss one tick below this low. It's not going to be broken because this is so precise. This is algorithmic. We are not. I am not able to uh, get this type of algorithmic things often. ICT actually able to do that. He can mark this type of precision here and there. I can't do that, to be honest. But if you ever notice that, believe that precision. So that is the theme you are going to take from today's life. A trader can trade with only one PD array using two time frame. We don't need any more than that. I agree with you, Suzivan. 100% agree with you, brother. I took this trade and stop loss hit second day in a row. Don't know why. Which one you are talking about, Scuba? This wizard reading is like a spell. Thank you so much, bro. You're most welcome. Rabi, did you take any trade? Okay, guys, I'll just wait for 11:30 to see if it can provide me anything else. Then I'll try to frame another setup. Otherwise, I'll just watch, okay, the market until 11:30. If something very good, very convenient to me, then I'll look for that. At the same time, if you see something, please tell me that. Of course, tell me if you see something about the bearishness, not the bullishness. If you look any bullishness, don't no need to tell me that. If you see anything bearishness, until this market is not going to break that bearish parallel gap, okay, until it is respecting this bearish gap. If you see something good, like here, if you ask me what I can look for here, the breaker block, because that was the unfilled gap, remember, that was the unfilled gap. So it is the best area to look for a breaker block. Anytime this market is going to make a lower low, not lower low, higher high, okay, so low, sorry, high, high, low, higher high, again high, low, higher high. If this candle can close below this bear candle, this is my breaker block. That is going to be my breaker block. For example, high, low, higher high. This is the lowest down close body close candle. If the market could close below this candle, this could be my breaker block. As it has built another higher high, I'm more interested to look for this candle as my breaker block. So for example, if I am interested to trade the breaker block, okay, my model is breaker block, I would wait to see a body close below this candle to look for my breaker block. When the body will close below this low, I would prefer to take a sell from here depending on that breaker block. Stop loss one or two tick above this candle, okay, bit above, okay, because sometimes mohawk can happen, and would go for the sell for this sell side liquidity. Remember this gap, it should be the unfilled gap that has been filled here until the high is not taken, which is this high, I guess. Difficult to say this high or that high, bit confusing, but whatever, it's too far, to be honest. Until they are not taking, the breaker block is valid, to be honest. Okay, you are trading the first presented. I'm so sorry, brother, for your break even. At least you got the break even, man. Oh, okay, stop loss heated. Unfortunately, you got this stopped out. Sorry for that, brother. Ravi for my school run now. See you later. See you later, brother. Ravi. Took two shorts earlier, stopped out in profit, so I'm profitable, probably done. Congratulations, Matteo. At least got the profit, brother. How many subscribers do I have? 248 subscriber. Just need two more subscriber to make it 250. Let's see if we can get it. Green, bro. Thank you, RP, for being green, brother. I always love to see that green. Let's see before 11:30 if it can make the breaker block trade. By the way, guys, I'm not coming tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to go to the lawyer. So I hope you guys will be safe. Try to trade in between 7 to 8:30 a.m. New York local time. That should be the beautiful price action. And the whole day should is going to be disaster. I think so. So try to trade in between 7 to 8:30. I think that's gonna be the best area. The 11:11 candle is bearish fair value gap valid. Yeah, that's a bearish fair value gap. It's a valid bearish fair value gap. What is your question, Jamie? Thank you, Madhi, for sharing our Discord link. If anyone is interested to join our Discord, please join through that link. Yes, no trade tomorrow. New York aim for me. Yeah, please don't do that. Try to trade in between 7 to 8:30 a.m. Same, it's same. Just your range is bit longer. I mean, every day it is valid to trade in between 7 to 7:30. But tomorrow it is valid until 8:29. So you can push your button until 8:29. If the body close below this line, then the breaker block will be validated, and then I will try to take the entry. I'll see if the breaker block works from there. Those people who are already profitable, don't try to take any other trade. Please don't do that. And if you take a loss, two loss, three loss, then stop trading. This is gonna be a tough week. Okay, just checking. And can we say 11:8, 11:9 is the order block? 11:8, 11:9 is a order block. uh like, for example, you're looking for sell. If I want to look for the order block here, this two candle is my order block. If I want to look for a order block here, this two candle is going to be my order block. 11:8, 11:9. Yeah, you are right, Jamie. These two candle, this two candle. Okay, not one candle, not like, yeah, I can use this one candle as well because this is the highest week over here. But if you add these two candle, it's gonna be look so beautiful. So this two candle is going to be the order block here. Okay, so if I would love to take the entry from here, then I would try to take the entry from this order block low here, and then I would love to see if it can keep falling. Agree with you, brother. 11,248 subscriber. Where is two more subscriber? I need two more subscriber. 11 minutes left for two more subscriber. Come on, come on, come on. Even though I had a few small profitable trades this past 2 days, I feel very frustrated and depressed. I wonder if others are feeling the same way. That's very normal in trading, brother. Feeling frustrated is very normal in trading. Everyone feeling like that way while they're trading. I feel like that way. Even like yesterday, it was disaster for me. To be honest, disaster. First of all, I was pre promised myself that I'm not going to push the button, and then I did it, and then I took the losses, and then I tried to mitigate my loss with the over leveraged. So when I pushed my first button around 3 micro contract to took a loss, I was allowed to take another one trade with 3 micro contract loss, another one more trade to take 3 micro contract loss. So 3 micro contract, 3 losses, I was allowed to take it. But what I have done yesterday, first of all, I was not interested to push the button. Then I pushed the button. Then I took the loss. Then I tried to mitigate that loss by another entry where I was saying to myself, I'm not going to trade. Okay, I was saying to this to myself, I'm not going to trade. And I pushed the button again. I took another loss. And then I have done the worst thing ever. I went from 3 micro contract to 7 micro contract to mitigate my loss. Fortunately, okay, it was absolutely fortunate that that was a winning trade and finally I closed with $4 profit. But if it was a losing trade as well, then my loss would be near about $500, where I was not ready to take the entry. So I was, to be honest, I was fully frustrated even after getting that profit because I broke my own rules. I was not trading yesterday, to be honest. So today I am fully controlled myself not to push the button. Whatever happens, I don't care. It is beautiful, I don't care. It is bad, I don't care. I'm not going to push the button. That's all. I am with you. Above trades. Okay. You are with Suzivan. Jamie, that my daily life. Congratulations, Jamie. When you feel down, close the chart. It's not possible. At least not for me. When I feel down, I can't close that chart. I struggle with myself. I I fight by myself. Lately, it's really hard to trade for me. Sometimes my frustration today and yesterday is NQ and MNQ not sync. That's another problem, brother. That's why sometimes I say that if you'd love to trade, then try to take 150k account, not 50k account. Try to take 150k account, gather the money for 150k account, then go for 150k account. It will give you more room as well as it will help you to trade NQ market, not MNQ. MNQ is kind of manipulative market, and you will see that like the thing I showed you here, right? If I go to MNQ, I'm pretty much confident that I'm not going to get it from that MNQ chart. But let me check. Yeah, look over here. That same gap. This candle came until here. So for example, I was trading through the MNQ, and if you remember, I put my stop loss exactly here somewhere. Just that candle high. See this candle high? I put my a stop loss above that candle high. I would get a stop out already. What did I wrong over there? Nothing. It should not come until this area, but it came here because this is MNQ. That's the problem with MNQ. I mean, I don't know how to say that, but you have to be careful about your stop loss. Very big stop loss. This market is separate market. For example, this candle doesn't have any wick. Okay, that candle doesn't have any wick. So what can happen? This market can come for this no wick candle, then keep going higher. When you are in NQ market, there is not even a no wick candle, and this market doesn't need to go for that no wick candle. But this market solely left that no wick candle, come back again for this no wick candle, then went higher. It is also possible. Now, I have no word to say, but I have no idea how to, like, this candle is not a no wick candle. Either it's not giving any trade. So brother, that's the trader's life. We literally are aspiring to be professional losers. Hey Matthew, where are you from, brother? Professional losers. Aspiring to be professional losers. Yeah, we are most consistent profitable sorry most consistent profitable losers. Hey Gangjang, good morning, brother. You're late, brother. 119 people are watching and just 72 likes are tapped. Please smash that like button and give the channel more motivation. Thank you so much, brother. Please do that. I took a long trade in Bitcoin USD 5 minutes ago. Wow. Congratulations, brother, for your boom. In a way, I feel relieved that many of you guys are feeling the same way. Thank you for sharing that info with everyone. Yes, brother, it's very simple. And as I told, it's happening with Larry Williams. It is happening with ICT. It is happening with Mark Douglas. It is happening with everyone. Frustration is the part of this game. You have to be frustrated. If you don't get frustrated, then you are not trading. You are not a trader. You are a gambler. Gambler never get frustrated. Okay, something like that. You have to be frustrated. And when you are frustrated, don't trade. That's called self-control. For beginner traders, close charts. Absolutely. Now you are corrected. If you are a beginner, close your chart. Simple. It's so hard to change to a paper trading for me. That's why I gave you the challenge, Jamie. Just give me 5 days without pushing the button. Give me 5 days. If you can do that, you will see the fun of this trading. Like here today, I have framed two successful trade, right? One was 32 handle, another one was 20 handle. So 50 handle, I was looking at them. They worked so beautifully. I didn't push my button by the God promise. I didn't push my button on my funded account. I didn't push the any kind of button. If I would do that, I would get a payout from the take profit trader where I have already got two payout. One is $200, $237, and the one is $520. I will just share them all together. Actually, I need a bit more money, then I will stop again the funded trading. I'll just pause it again. By the way, what I was saying, I just didn't push the button. If I would do that with 5 micro contract, that means I would get near about how many? I mean, at least $200 to $400. At least $400 I would be able to get the payout. I didn't do that. Just do this, accept that challenge. Don't push the button for at least 5 trading days, just 5 trading days, and then go for whatever you want to do. You will see the fun of this trading. I don't think so, Hassan, there is any crypto trader, but is there anyone who trade the crypto? Is there anyone who trade the crypto? 350K account copy trade will be better risk to reward for price. Not bad. Not a bad idea. Okay, Matthew, you're from US. I forgot you, and I didn't forget you, but I forgot where you from. I just remember that Jamie is from, sorry, not Jamie. Suzivan is from Canada, and Jamie is from US as well, California, if I'm not wrong. The best trade community. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Madi, for sharing the X link. If anyone is interested, please join through that link to our X. Okay. I think I see a long trade here. I don't see any long trade here. I don't see any long trade here. Have a good rest of the day, brother. I will see you on Thursday. But yeah, tomorrow I'm not coming here. Yeah, we'll see Thursday, inshallah. But bro, you keep your account by placing micro trades? Yes, sir. Only the micro trade, and my maximum is 7 micro contract. I mean, it's tough, really tough, brother. Lot of time I get stopped out. I have no clue why I got stopped out. Do you want me to go back smoking? You're from Florida. Okay, brother. Florida. FL Trader is also from Florida. That's cool, man. Me too, Florida. FL. Okay, you are also from Florida, Matthew? Wow. I can see a long trade after manipulation. Okay, brother, then take it, brother. Awesome. Please take it, brother. Oh, I can see that 3 people are from Florida. I'm also from Florida, okay? Jamie, Jamie, Florida. I mean, FL Trader and Matthew, okay? Let's meet around the PM session. Sorry, around the PM. What do you wanna come? Let's go over there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. It's already 11:30. No trade is valid after 11:30, okay? Let's get lunch, lol. Okay, I'm not going to pay. If you would love to pay for me, then I can join. Matthew, seriously, okay, FL Trader. If you guys pay for me, then I can join to the lunch. It's on you. Okay, okay. Yeah, chicken wings. That's good. I'll pay for you, brother. Uchuk, you are also from Florida, brother. Then come and join me. Join us, okay? And this lunch hour. By the way, guys, I'm kidding. I'm in Portugal. They are from Florida, USA. So of course, you're not going to meet on this lunch hour. Whole chat is FL. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being over here. I don't think so there will be any trade. Okay, I was looking for a breaker block trade, but it didn't actually build that breaker block. But keep that line on your chart and let us see if it actually work from that breaker block. So far, this is the breaker block. Okay, so you guys can uh, keep watching that, but don't take it. Okay, yeah, those people who are with me, at least they got the profit here. To set up, both of them has provided you 20 handle. Both of them at least 20 handle, so that should be more than enough for being profitable. 40 handle in a day, at least partial, is not bad. Okay, what part are you in? Surf, what part are you in? Which surf? Oh, okay, Matthew is from South Florida, Southern Florida. From Miami, but now in Sarasota country. MNQ is worst today. Sometimes it's really bad, okay? MNQ is really bad. I think this breaker block is going to work now inside this launch hour. Let's see. Lunch time, guys. Yeah. Just if I see something good around the PM session, I'll come back, okay? Around the PM session. Otherwise, wait for the PM session 12:50 to frame your next trade. If I see something, I will just this the key. This the key. Okay. Is that a country name? This the key. And you might have a launch drop, but who knows? Yeah, who knows? By the way, thank you guys. See you to the day after tomorrow. Okay. Until then, cheers, guys.